to do. So, I mean, the two things we do the most here are persistent pain and athletic rehab. And I've always seen them as the same thing. Like, I don't see them as any different at all. When I opened my business, I remember talking to a business whiz who told me you can't do both. You have to pick one. And I was like, yeah, I'm just probably going to do what I want. So whether that was the right decision or not, I don't know. But in my head, it's the same thing. It's like a person has a problem, person wants to get here. It's the application of a grade, pain treatment, it's called graded exposure. Athletic rehab, it's called strength and conditioning, or progressive overload. What's the difference? Yeah. So it's identifying all the factors that are there at the moment, getting the person to have a greater understanding of that, and then working out a thing that you can do with them to get them to the point where they want to get to, and making sure they do enough that they have what they need, and then off they go. That's it.
Perfect. That's the framework.
Sounds easy. That's the framework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so difficult in practice when you don't see it or you don't really experience it yourself. And I know that in uni, they kind of do the opposite, where it's like, find out the dysfunction, restore the range of motion or the strength first before getting them back to the activities, and control the symptoms first before you even think about strengthening or resistance training or working with the symptoms. So then I guess I can also feel where new grads are coming from. They have to kind of flip that worldview on its head and starting from the story, helping them make sense of the story, and then figuring out what they want to do with their pain functionally, getting some goals set. And then depending on the setting, it's called pacing, it's called graded exposure, it's called, like you said, progressive overload, strength and conditioning, to give them the tools to get there, the tools that they need to use themselves to get there.